Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special episode of On the Couch with me, Benny. So, today I have a different episode, guys. So, today I'm gonna be talking about my work life, how I found working here, and also like how's the adaptation process, and also do I think it's worth it, like coming here and working here, and the challenge that you might face when you get here, and things like that. But before I get into all those things, I just wanna say thank you for watching the previous videos. Because I see you guys have been watching, liking, commenting. But there's only one thing that you guys are not doing though. You're not subscribing to the channel. So I'm wondering why, guys. Please subscribe. You're not gonna lose any money when you subscribe to the channel. You're just gonna help grow the channel more, okay, guys? So I can try and get better people here and get you the best of content as well. And also, if you have like suggestions on what you wanna see, because obviously the lifestyle we live here is different from back at home. So if you wanna see like maybe vlogs or see places around here, you can also let me know, and then I can try and do that for you guys. So but before I ramble on, so I'm just gonna get into the topic of today. So I'm gonna start by talking about me being as a diagnostic radiographer and how I found the place. Because I remember when I came here, obviously radiography is the same everywhere. So even when you're South Africa, when you come to the UK, you still work the same. The machines are the same. So you might find there's a bit of a difference with the interfaces. It's somewhere there and there. But the only thing that I found that was a bit different is that the protocols, guys. So when you come here, you find the things that you used to do in South Africa, for example, when you do like a chest X-ray, you do AP lateral. So here you might find you just want only an AP. That's it. So they don't do the laterals here. So and the other thing is that one thing that I've found and I had to learn very fast is that they're very like radiation conscious. So that principle that we learned in school about alara and all those things, here they actually live by that principle. Because I remember I've made like a few mistakes and it got escalated, guys. So you will definitely get in trouble for that if you don't read your clinical history, if you don't follow what they say, and if you don't query things. Because I know back at home you find something and then you query it, but they'll say still do it. So here it's that thing of like if you see something and you feel like it's not making sense, you're able to talk to someone higher, you even talk to the radiologist and talk to the doctor and all those things and try and find a better way of like doing things. So you do a bit of of vetting as well. So that's the other thing that I found that I had to adapt to as well. And I think the other thing is that the patients. The patients are very much knowledgeable in what they're doing. If they say I'm coming for a scan of this, they ask you, why am I doing a scan of this? What's going on with me? So you need to also be able to answer their questions. And also let's say you're putting in a drip or you're cannulating or doing all those things. So you need to be excuse me, you need to be very aware of why you're doing those things and try and explain it to them as well so they can understand why you're doing that. And other things that they'll complain a lot. So there'll be loads of suing if you don't do the right thing. So yeah. So I think yeah, the work life is a bit different in that way. But most of the things are quite similar. So once you get the hang of the equipment and also like the scanning protocols and how they want things and how the doctors prefer things. But I think it's like a even that you do here is like there's someone who's above you who's always monitoring what you're doing. So if you do something, you can't just do an image and reject it. It doesn't work like that. So if you do something and it's a mistake, you reject it. You have to put in a form. You have to document it. Why you rejected the image? Where did you scan that image? What happened? So all those things need to be documented, guys. So you can't just get away with anything. So everything needs to be documented, and people must know why things have been done like that. So those are the things that you will face if you trying to come here and trying to learn, but it is doable. So what I'm just trying to say is that when you come, just try and be a bit knowledgeable and be able to adapt and also be able to learn a bit more and educate yourself, because you might find you learn back at home, but when you come here they do things a bit different. So but the nice thing is that there's always like an induction period whereby they'll introduce things to you, they'll educate you, and then they feel like once they feel like you're at the level whereby they feel like you're competent enough, they will pass you on, and then you can start doing things on your own. Because most of the time you work unsupervised, so once you are signed off, they definitely trust that you can do the work on your own. And with all that's been said, guys, the aim is not to scare you, like I said. So the aim is just to give you like a bit of a background or give you like a bit of an idea of what you might face when you come here. So you come here prepared. So you mustn't hear me saying, oh, you get in trouble, you get all these things, and then you start thinking like, oh, maybe this is not gonna work out for me, and then you start feeling scared. No. there's always help if you need it, and always ask for help if you don't understand something. So rather you ask for help and then they tell you do the right things rather than doing the wrong things and then asking for help afterwards. So that one will definitely land you in trouble. So that was my 2 cents, guys. So me just saying you just need to be aware of certain things and also be able to adapt what you've learned. But one thing I can say about South Africans, they're very hardworking and they're very determined. So the people that are coming here that are from South Africa, they're very determined, they know what they're doing. So chances are you'll also adapt well and you'll be fine. So you mustn't worry a lot about that. So obviously I've been talking about working here and working here, but I've never said like how you can go about the process of coming to work here. For example, if you're like a radiographer, so I'll just give you like steps on how you can go about applying for the job and stuff. So if you want to like apply for the job, so most people that ask me like on Instagram or on my WhatsApp that know me, they normally ask me like how do I apply for the job. So the most important thing is that I always tell them like, back home there's like a governing body, there's like the HPCSA, over there the HCPC. So what I normally tell you is that try and do that application first. Get the HCPC done first, and then once you have that application done, looking for a job is quite easy. Because most of the time when you check on the requirements of the job, they tell you must be HCPC registered. So if you wanna apply for the HCPC, it's quite easy, guys. With me when I did it, everything was on paper. So nowadays things have changed. Everything is online. So you just need to go to Google and then type HCPC. And then when you do that, it will show you just say HCPC online registration and you click on there. There's also like a checklist of things that you're gonna need. So it will tell you step by step, oh, okay, you need this documentation. You need to go to the university that you studied at. You go there and then you get what they need, like the transcript, for example. You get those things. You go to the hospital that you worked at and then you document all the machines and the equipment that you've used. So basically, they just want to check that what you've done back at home is also like compatible with what they're doing here. Like the radiography back at home and here is also compatible. So they can see that when they say you are allowed to come and work here, whatever that you've done there is the same as here. So they just want to check that you are able to practice here and the things that you've done there, they are the same as here. But medicine is the same everywhere. So if you do all those things, you'll definitely get your registrations. And once you have that, it becomes much easier to look for the job. Because when you can go on LinkedIn, when you're on LinkedIn, you can see posts there, you're able to apply. And also there's like agencies on LinkedIn as well. You can find people that are willing to help you. And some companies even they offer like relocation packages and stuff. Whereby if you come here, they'll give you like maybe £4,000 once you come here, or £5,000. Like with my friend, when he came, I think they gave him like a £4,000 relocation package. But it wasn't given as cash, it was like for accommodation money. So they are like help that you get when you're moving over here. Some companies will give you like £8,000. They might give you that in cash. Just depends on the type of company that you got and the luck that you have as well. So that's how it is. So once you've done that for the job, you just go and look on Google. And also what I'll try and do, if you guys are really interested, you can just ask me and then I'll put the names of the companies that I think, you guys can apply for, and also put like the NHS ones as well that I know they're always looking for people, and give you like heads up and ideas on how to, when you see them you can start applying and stuff. And also try and ask for like agencies, maybe from people that have used agencies. Maybe I'll post their numbers there and then you guys can contact them and then you start talking and then maybe they can sort of like help you out and then you can get the job. So obviously, once you come here, there's nothing of like, do you think it's worth it? You coming here? So in that point, I would say on that point I would say that I think it's worth it because when you come here, there's loads of career growth. So first of all, they teach you a lot of things. So you're gonna be multimodality trained. You're not gonna be like back at home whereby some places when you general, you general. You don't go to CT, you don't go to MRI. So here like you can do everything. You can do start by general and then from there you move on, do CBCT, do CT and then do MRI. So it's just based upon you what you wanna do. If you wanna move on and do other things, you can always, motivate and tell them why you think you deserve that opportunity, and they'll never say no to you. They'll grant you that opportunity for you to learn more and get more experience, but it's also beneficial for them. So if you're someone who's looking for career growth, It's definitely a good idea if you want to come here, and then you learn a bit, and then they teach you all those things, and then you have all those things on your CV. So even when you go back at home, you're able to maybe get like a better position there, because you'll be, well knowledgeable in all those modalities. So I think that's the other benefit. Because with me as well, when I came here, I just used general X-rays. That's it. But then I got here, they started teaching me all these things: CBCT, CT, did a bit of MRI as well. So like they just teach you on various things, and then from there you can choose which one you prefer on doing. And also like the advantage of doing that is that every time you learn something, a new skill, you're able to get more money. So you don't have to wait for maybe the financial year or things like that. So every time you upskill yourself, it means more money. Every time you upskill yourself, it means more money. And also there are CT rads specifically, and there are MRI rads specifically, there are general, rads specifically. So the money varies as you go up, as you go up, as you go up. So if you want career growth and you're still young, then definitely this is the place to be, or is one of the place to be. So you just come and see how things are going for you and how far you can take it as well. And also they have like, I know back at home they have this thing of like here they call them the bending system. Back at home you call them grades. So the salaries they vary based on grades. So obviously I don't know whoever will be applying. It will vary based on your grade as well. How much experience you have, what have you done. So if you come here, maybe for example, you come with CT. Was it me like I came with general? So the starting salary for me and for someone who comes with a CT, it's not gonna be the same. So someone with a CT is gonna earn more. I'll be slightly below that person. So the more experience that you have back at home, when you come here, you're able to negotiate better money for yourself and tell them I'm experienced in this and that. And then based on that, I think I deserve this. And then from there you can negotiate and find a fee that's, more reasonable for the both parties, and then you take it from there. So that's the first thing that I would say in terms of like doing this move. I think career wise is very beneficial. And also the currency is different, guys. Like when you're using pounds and rands, it varies a lot. So obviously when you're using pounds, the money is a bit stronger when you go back at home. So if you have someone who's got like maybe financial goals, then when you go back home, you can set you up your pension if you want to do pensions. You can do your investing if you want to invest. You can buy property maybe if you want to do that. But I remember I was having this other conversation with a guy that I know. He works in London. He was even advising me like, Ben, try and get into property. Save as much money as you can, and then you can maybe buy a few rentals back at home and things like that. So there are opportunities for you to do that quicker. Because guys, when you get home to save 100K, maybe 200K per year or 300K per year, it's very very hard. So at least when you are here, you are able to achieve such figures or such sums depending on how frugal you live your life. Because those that know me, they know me like I'm a frugal guy, so chances are I'm able to save a bit of money and then I'm able to use it, put it to good use. Because there are those that are maybe coming from families that are less fortunate, and then if you have an opportunity like this, you're able to set up your family, maybe try and build them a house, do all those things. So I would say it's beneficial on that element as well, like the finances as well. So financially it's very good. Obviously I can't just say it's very good. Obviously, you need to save, you need to live a certain lifestyle. You can't just come here and live like a baller and then think, oh, when I go home I'll have money. No, you also have to like restrict yourself and have like a budget. Obviously have fun as well, but have a budget, and then okay, I'm spending this, I'm saving this towards my goals. And then when you go home, you can set yourself, you can set up your life. Because I was checking like this other YouTube channel as well. There's a guy who interviews people that are coming from, UK, Australia, and all of them, they've like sort of like put their life at a better state from where they're coming from and how they started and stuff. So if they can do it, maybe you can also come and try it and see if it works out for you. Because I know loads of my friends, they asking me, they want to come, and they're busy upgrading themselves, their courses in school, in order for them to qualify, in order to come here. So if you do have the qualifications and you are able to come, and definitely try and come and see if it works out for you. Obviously, there are challenges involved in it, but if you feel like you want to give it a go, you can always come and give it a go, and then from there you can go home if it's not working out for you. But the finances definitely, guys, it will definitely boost you. And also the traveling. I remember a while back, like in April, me and my friend went to Turkey. So obviously, if you go to Turkey, you hear it's quite cheap. But I remember we paid like in South African money, it was like 8,000 rands. So I'm thinking for accommodation, for food, and also other activities. Obviously, there's some stuff that we spend on, but the amount that I'm setting off, it was 8,000 rands. So imagine if you're traveling from home, paying for flight from home to Turkey, accommodation, and using rands. So chances are it'll cost you loads of money. So that's the other benefit of it. When you hear things are close by, so you can do a bit of traveling, expand your horizon as well, and then learn different cultures, so you can get to appreciate South Africa and appreciate different cultures, why people live the way they do. And then you learn a lot as well. As an individual, you become more broader and you become, well rounded as a person. So I would say that's the other point for coming over here for me as well. So if you're thinking of doing something like that, you can try those. So it will be definitely beneficial for you. So coming here, you will definitely learn something. You're not gonna come here and go home and still be the same person. It's impossible. You'll definitely upgrade yourself one way or another. Might be socially, might meet new friends, might be other ways like job wise, career wise, you might grow, you might, financially you won't be in the same level, depending on how you view money and you save your money and you spend your money. So those things will definitely change for you. They will definitely change for the better. So those are the things that I just wanted to share with you guys today, to say if you want to come as a diagnostic radiographer, it's possible. And the steps that I said, like applying for the HCPC first and then from there looking for the job, it's quite easy, guys. Once you have the HCPC, everything shouldn't be a problem. So hence I'm saying start with that one. I know like I didn't talk about the visas because once you get the HCPC and you get the job, chances are once they give you that offer letter and you sign it, they'll tell you what they need from you. And from there, you just follow the steps, like on what they need. Excuse me, like on the things that they need from you, like applying for the visa. Obviously, when I need the criminal checks, when I need the medicals as well. So all those things. And also, what I would advise is that if you wanna come, especially alone, maybe do a bit of save a bit of money towards coming. While you're busy doing the application, the HCPC application, try and save as much money as you can because obviously this move will cost you money. For example, the HCPC, when I did it, I think it was 12,000 if I'm not mistaken. So you want to pay 12,000 for that. And obviously after that, when you do the visas, there's gonna be some more additional payments. When you do the criminal check, there's money there. When you go do the medical as well, there's money there. I don't know if you already have a passport or not. Those that don't have passport, they pay money there. So you'll be busy traveling to all these places, Pretoria, up and down, maybe UJ or VETS, wherever you studied. I don't know. You're traveling up and down doing all those things. It costs money to do that as well. So just say have a bit of savings to do all those things. And then while you're doing that, save more money. Because even when you get the visa, they tell you when you come, like you must have like a certain amount of money in your bank account that can last you for like a month or so. As much as you're not gonna use that money when you come here, but depending on the type of company that you work for. I remember with me, I was very fortunate when I came. They gave me like hard cash to sort of like get by until I get paid and stuff. So it will depend on the type of company that you come in for, or so something like that. So they'll definitely try and help you out when you get here because they know when you come here, chances are you've been spending loads of money on things. So you might not have any cash on you, you might not have any money to do stuff, but they will try and help you, the company. So, but with you in your bank account, you must just try and have a bit of money, guys. That's all that I can say. Have a bit of money, and then so when you come here, and also like the accommodation, most places when you come, they will give you like first month accommodation. So that one will be sorted. They'll give you maybe like a hotel for the whole first month. You stay there or first 2 weeks, and then you move into a permanent place. But obviously, when you're not here, it's impossible to get into like accommodation and stuff. But once you're here, they'll help you with those things. So HCPC, guys, first, that's the first important thing you do. Then the rest will follow on once you've gotten the job. They'll tell you what to do, what papers they need, like all those things, like your immunization paperwork and everything. So they will discuss that with you. They'll tell you all steps, like, okay, you need this paper, this paper. And they just keep on getting them. They do their checks and they tell you, okay, this is fine. And you might be fortunate, you get an agent Like my friend had an agent, so he didn't struggle much. So they just told him what he needed to get, and then he got all those things, and everything was sorted. So yeah, so that's all that I wanted to share with you guys today. Just to say this is doable, guys. Don't think there's no way. There are ways to do it. And if you are interested in doing it, you can maybe put comments there. Then I can know. Then I'll respond to the comment, and then I'll give you the details. If you need more information, I'll put there. Then I'll respond to you, and then we can take it from there, guys. Okay. So today, I just want to share that information with you guys, and also just to thank you for those of you that have been watching and commenting and subscribing. It's a new channel, guys. So I'm learning on the go. So maybe the information might be up and down, scrambled everywhere. So but I'm still learning. So over time, I will get the hang of it, and then everything will start to flow nicely, and then the conversations also flow nicely. When I get like people on here, when they're sharing their stories, also I'll try and maybe make it flow nicely, get different questions, more, so that you guys can have like an idea, can feel more comfortable. Because the more you see people that are here, that are coming from different countries, it gives that also that comfort as well. That, oh, okay, I'm not gonna be alone. That there's more people that are actually doing this. So you also like feel at ease. Because there's also this other lady that I'm talking to now. She's in the preparation of coming here. So a lot of people are doing the moves, guys. So if you are young, like I said, you feel like you wanna try this, you can definitely do. Even if you have like kids, you can definitely come with your kids. So it is doable. Plus education is free. So so all those things. So that's what I wanted to say for today, guys, and just to thank you for watching the other videos. Just say please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comments, and that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much.